Hello, everyone. Sorry for another late read today. I had my own personal tower moment to go through today and wanted to make sure that I had gotten all of that energy out before I started reading for anyone else. Funny thing is, my morning read for myself predicted not only the tower moment, but also the people involved in it. So, always trust what the cards tell you. So let's get on with the reading. I'll be so glad when we're past these energies after the 21st, let me tell you. All right, Five of Pentacles. Guys, are you feeling out in the cold? Been arguing with people? Folks just aren't seeing things your point of view? And that's had you feeling stuck. You've been feeling like you have been bending over backwards and no one else sees it that way. And this might be why. Yeah, you're bending over backwards, but you're making sure that as you bend over backwards, it's for something that benefits you as well. If you're trying to pass yourself off as altruistic, don't take selfies when you're feeding the homeless, dude. Seriously. It takes time for people to see changes in you. If you have been making changes slowly and steadily and it feels like no one else can tell you're doing it, this is a natural thing. People expect you to continue acting in the way you've acted before. You do not have to live down to that expectation. Continue doing what you know is right, and in so doing, you will prove your worthiness over time. But it will take time before it all equals out. You had a long time to make a jerk of yourself before you made this change. It's going to take a long time before people see the changes in you. Sorry, no quick fixes there. But the Five of Swords reverse tells us that there is an opportunity for reconciliation. You have been putting out there that you are a different person now. You have been putting out there the changes that you have seen in yourself. Other people will see them, even though it feels like you are just speaking into the void right now. Don't brag about the changes you're making, but if someone expects you to behave in your old patterns, you have the right to behave in your new patterns instead. Recognizing this brings out your inner wisdom. Keep listening to that voice that tells you to do what's right no matter how hard it may be to do it, because that is the voice with best interests in mind. And yes, there's going to be times when it feels like you are fighting anyone and everyone just to have the right to be you. That is part of the challenge of making substantive changes in who you are and in how you act. But you also benefit from those changes. And the people who know you, the people who spend time with you, the people who truly care about you will see the truth of this and will begin to act on this truth if they have enough time. Just remember, you had a while to be a jerk. It's going to take a while to convince them that you're not anymore. It is really, really easy to get caught up in pie-in-the-sky dreams. To sit there and say, well, now that I'm a better person, all of these opportunities are going to open up for me. You know, that's kind of like saying, well, now that I've started a YouTube channel, I'm going to suddenly have money pouring in. Doesn't work that way. But what it does do is it shows you a potential goal to work towards. There's nothing wrong with dreaming. Just don't get so lost in the dream that you don't take action on it. Be willing to chase after a passion. Be willing to change what you thought your path in life was to meet a new goal. If you have changed who you are, then your goals will also change as well. It's just a fact of life. Accept that those changes will happen. Accept that those changes are needed. Be willing to start from the beginning and act again. If you absolutely have to, be willing to change your colors a little bit. Be willing to let people see vulnerable sides of you that you have previously hidden. That also opens new doors. It is really, really easy to stay in one's comfort zone. It is really, really easy to say, this is the world that I know, this is the world that I control, this is the world where I am supreme. It's really, really hard to step outside of that comfort zone and evolve, but it is something that needs doing. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to narrow down the flash a little bit without actually losing light, and I don't think that can happen. Not on this phone anyway. Okay, so you've changed you. You've changed your core beliefs about yourself, about who you are, and about your place in the world. And you deserve to be congratulated for that, because that is not easy shit to do. You know, you've worked damn hard, and it's about time you got recognized for it. You've made the changes. I'm proud of you. You're doing good. You're doing the work. I mean, look at this. You're doing the work of 3 people by yourself. You should be proud. But at the same time, don't let that pride make you stop changing. Don't let that pride in what you have accomplished bog you down to the point where you think you're perfect and don't need to change any further. None of us are perfect. We all have room to grow. It's very easy to get caught up in the whole, this is my new comfort zone. You just left your old comfort zone. Don't bog down in the first one where you feel comfortable again. Keep growing. Life is meant to be about growth and fertility and abundance and love. Life is meant to be about finding the ability within yourself to love yourself and thereby love everyone else, even the people you don't agree with. I know you've been working so hard, and it feels like there are times when no one else sees anything that you've done, when they just expect you to keep being the old you and are somewhat disappointed in you for not. That's okay. Change is hard on everyone. It is also inevitable. Continue to grow, continue to change, and you will find that the people who love you for who you choose to be will appear in your life. And the more you love yourself, and the more you love the person you choose to be, the sooner those people will arrive. And that's the daily message. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I will see you tomorrow.